Okay, so here's how I'm starting my morning today. I'm having a green smoothie, and you can see I've got celery there. I've got 2 lemons. Sorry for the wiggle. I've got some ginger there. I've got about 2 to 3 thumbs of ginger. You can see I've got another bit there. I love ginger. If you're new to ginger, don't have that much. If you're new to lemon, don't have that much. I'm old school and been having that for a while. Got 2 cucumbers, little Lebanese ones, just cut up so they're going in the blender properly, and then a heap of baby spinach. I've also got 4 golden delicious yellow apples. Because they're in season at the moment, I've got them from an orchard. If it was summer, I might have peaches or whatever. So don't think, oh my goodness, she's got apple, I haven't got apple. Whatever fruit you want for sweetness, banana's fine too. That's what I'm having. And then I'll put some water in the blender too. So I put the lemons in the blender first, and the reason I put the lemons in my blender first is because they're really juicy, and that'll help them blend a little bit better. I'll put the harder stuff in last. I start just piling. Now I just start piling everything in because I really need to make sure that everything actually fits in there. Once I've put everything in the blender, like that, I've got to put the spinach in. Once I've put in everything in the blender, I then blend. Okay, so here you have my green smoothie, and I pour it straight into my container. The reason I put it into a container is there's no way I'm going to eat this in one, drink this in one sitting. So here it goes.
Jade here from The Hungry Vegan. Today is day 8 for me of the No Overt Fats Challenge in July. So I just wanted to give you an update because I haven't been on YouTube for a couple of days. As always, my work takes over and it takes so much time out of me that I don't have time to do everything. And I've been at a 2-day seminar. So I thought, well, let's do it for day 8. Today I'm actually going to showcase absolutely everything that I've eaten. So for morning, you will see that I have a green smoothie. After that, for breakfast, mid-morning, I had a snack of 2 pears, and about 2 cups of berries, and that was absolutely scrumptious. I'll put a photo in there and you can have a look at the size of that also. Then I had 6 bananas, and I also had 4 medjool dates. And I haven't made my dinner yet, but that will be at the end of the video. Okay, so I just want to talk about some of the benefits that I've noticed in the last week for me with having no overt fats. And believe me, I really have noticed some real difference. I didn't think that I would notice so many difference. I was having no overt fats every second day, but it really wasn't making much difference. But having no overt fats for a whole week, now 8 days, has made an absolute difference. So some of the things I've noticed today is my stomach's flatter, and I'm really feeling my stomach's flatter. I've got a pair of jeans on. You can, they're baggy as they're getting all baggy around my legs and everything because I'm losing weight. That's not just from this week, that's since I've been raw. But I've got a really flat tummy, and I've eaten and everything today, and it's still flat, and I can't ask for better at this point in time than what I've got with my stomach. Still got a bit of work. It's not freely the banana girl stomach yet, but I'm happy with it. Where I'm at, 5.5 months into this lifestyle, I'm pretty pleased. So definitely my stomach has been flatter. That's the first thing I've noticed. I've had a weight loss this week of 1 kilo, which is 2.2 pounds for people who work in pounds. That was massive for me because I haven't lost any weight for 2 months. I haven't noticed any change. I've been in a complete plateau for the last 2 months. So that was massive. A whole kilo's come off. So I'm really happy with that. The last of my acne is really clearing up. Like, I've got no makeup on at the moment, and I'm pretty happy where my face is. I've still got things, that need to go, but got more time on this challenge to see how much further I can actually improve. So that is really noticeable. And the amazing thing is I had been noticing over the last probably 2 months that every time that I put nuts into anything that I ate, I would flare up. So my body wasn't liking it. If I was having extra fat, I would flare up. I'd feel it, you know, I'd come up with some pimples. So notice there's been no flare-ups, and it's just been what's needed to get out is actually getting out. So I've been really happy with that. I'm sleeping better, and when I say I'm sleeping better, I'm having solid sleep. I'm sleeping less, and I'm bouncing out of bed full of energy, but the sleep that I'm having is absolutely solid. I'm having about 6 hours sleep, which is fine for me. I'm happy on that. And I'm waking up like, whoa, let's get active, let's do something. So that's been really huge. And to want to get up and do something in the middle of winter is huge, because part of me wants to tuck into my little bitty. So pleased with that, that's for sure. My energy levels have been up a lot higher. I've had a lot more energy. And I've also noticed when I've been exercising, I've got a lot more stamina, and I'm sort of going and going and going. Yes, that can have to do with the fact that I'm getting fitter again, but I've just noticed that I'm starting to really thrive at it. And I was even doing my push-ups, and I was actually quite fatigued because I'd been doing some arm weight exercises, and I was doing my push-ups, and then I said, come on, do another 10. Come on, you can do this. And I actually did it. I was like, wow, go you bananas. I'm not as hungry. I'm finding I'm extremely satiated, and that's huge. I'm including greens in my diet, which I've always done. That hasn't been like a massive change. I'm just eating a lot more fruit because I'm making up for the fact that I won't be having those extra calories with fat in the evening. So I'm including fruit into my dinner meals a lot more. And I don't know, I'm not looking for food as much. So yeah, that's a plus. That's always a plus. I am detoxing. I've been waking up in the morning, my tongue's extremely white, and there's a lot of yellowy gunk coming out. So I'm not sure how long I'm going to be detoxing for doing this, but that's something. That's one of the main detox symptoms I've noticed. I'm not having headaches or anything like that. It's not hardcore detoxing because I'm not sick. I haven't been sick. I've been eating raw for so long. It's not like there's so much detox to come out. And before that, I was eating a plant-based diet for 2 years. So I'm relatively healthy. I haven't had alcohol or drugs or anything like that for nearly 9 years. So my body is relatively healthy, but the one lot of detox that I have noticed is my white tongue. I'm teary. Oh, I'm a sook. Yeah, I am a sook, but I have been extremely teary. I'm noticing that I'm very sensitive over things, and that's just part of my detoxing. There's nothing wrong with a good cry, so that's okay. I've got a great sense of clarity. I feel at peace with myself. I'm not getting as angry. I'm a lot more tolerant, a lot more accepting of things. I'm able to handle a lot more. When I say that, I'm bursting into tears, but I'm not getting that ooh of anger. So that's huge. I'm really pleased with that. And I'm less stressed, which I said that. Now, one of the things that I actually wrote about today, a post that I did in my raw vegan Fruitarian for Life group. Please join it. The link's in the description. You're more than welcome. My dinner is coming up soon, and I hope you enjoy it. Hello, Jade here from The Hungry Vegan. Today I'm going to make for you my dinner, which is my favourite dressing of all time. I actually adore this dressing and I'm quite addicted to it. So we're going to make the dressing first, and then I'll show you how I plate my salad up. Okay, so I've got my blender here, and first things first, what we're going to do is add my ingredients into it. You can see there I've got my beautiful ingredients ready to go into my dressing. So I've got 10 mature dates. Just make sure that they're pitted and just check to make sure there's no critters in them. You can see these are absolutely beautiful dates. So put 10 of them in. Then we're going to put in 1 whole eggplant, which I've already cut up here and peeled. Peeled it all off. Yes, you heard correctly. Eggplant. It is amazing. I have been using eggplant quite a bit in my dressings because zucchini is extremely expensive here at the moment and in shortages, and I like to have fillers to make my dressings ultra big and delish. So I decided on eggplant, and wow, what a beauty. Also got 1 lemon that I'm going to put into my dressing. You'll notice if you continue to watch my videos that I will put lemon into most of my dressings, because lemon is so alkalizing for your body. But not just that, if I want to leave my dressing for a couple of days, it acts as a preservative, because we don't have dressings like at the shop that have got a million preservatives and numbers and whatever else in it. We're using fresh food and it will go off. Oh, sorry, I threw in a garlic. Now that's optional, whether or not you want garlic in your dressing, but I like it. Now I've got 2 celery stalks I've already cut up, ready to go into my dressing. That gives it a nice salty sort of taste, and it just offsets the sweet. Now I've got my spices, and I've got a teaspoon of smoked paprika, a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of dried chili flakes, you can use more or less, and half a teaspoon of dehydrated celery, just because I really like the fragrance. Right, I'll just add that in like so. Then I'm going to add 1 cup of water, and then I'm going to blend. I'm not going to bore you with that. I'll be back. Okay, so here is the beautiful dressing. As you can see, it makes heaps. This will probably do me for about 3 or 4 salads because it's extremely rich. It's delicious, but I'm putting a lot of other things in my salad, so it doesn't need to be completely my whole component. So firstly, I've got Asian or Chinese salad, lettuce, and it's just like this. It's really soft, and I get this from the Chinese markets, and I love it. And it usually comes like with a heap like this, whole heap of them, but I've cut some up, and it's got a little string around it, and I just love it because it's really soft and quite delicate, and it doesn't feel all like some lettuces can. So I've got my Chinese cabbage. I've also got, to go inside, some baby spinach. So I've got about 2 cups of that. So I've got a whole Chinese cabbage, Chinese lettuce, not cabbage, Chinese lettuce. I've got about 2 cups of baby spinach. I've got a zucchini, all put into ribbons. I just do that with the peeler. It's really not hard. Just make little ribbons, and celery ribbons. It's a great way to get some stuff into you. And I've also got some fruit here that is going to go into my salad. I've got 4 bananas, a punnet of blueberries, and a quarter of a very large papaya. So this is going to be my salad. This is vastly becoming my favourite at the moment. So, okay, first things first, I pile my lettuce in because that's what I do. I mix my greens into it. It's really important for me, and I believe for other people who are living a fruitarian diet, to get your greens into you. They're a rich sort of source of minerals and vitamins. You'll get your vitamin A, vitamin K. They're also like, they're full of chlorophyll, which is great. It's like having a mini blood transfusion every time you have them. They've just got so many benefits. They're worth having. They're high in calcium, they're high in iron, they're high in potassium, they're high in magnesium.
They're packed with live enzymes that assist in cleansing the blood and enhancing the blood's capability to circulate more oxygen throughout the body. They help detoxify our body. And most importantly, why I like greens is they help you reduce your salt and your fat cravings throughout the day. So well worth putting into your diet. So here we have cucumber ribbons, and I'll just put them, you know, I just try and make my food look sort of pretty. I mean, it's always going to look pretty because it's fruit and veg, and they're just so vibrant. All the lovely live enzymes that are just so good for us. That's why we thrive when we eat raw food. So that comes up all pretty like that. Then, once I finish there, I add my wonderful fruits. So scatter that now, the bananas, just, you know, get them into you. You know, it's funny, I was at a conference and oh my goodness, I had this takeaway in little containers because I keep the lettuce separate so it doesn't go soggy during the day while it's in my bag, and keep the fruit in a separate container, and then I mix it together. People say, are you mixing bananas in your salads? Oh, that's so weird. The funny thing is, you know, people eat food that is packed full of numbers. They've got no idea what's in it. They've got no idea what they're eating, but because it looks wonderful, because it's come in a little package and it's all special and whatever, you know, people don't question, oh, well, that's mixed with that, and, you know, sit there and eat raspberry lollies with crushed up bugs put in the raspberry lollies. I mean, that's weird. You know, you're eating dead animals. That's weird. But no one thinks that's weird. But you eat a banana with a bit of cucumber, zucchini, lettuce and spinach. Now that's weird, you know, weird stuff. But the funny thing is, when we're eating like this, it's the most natural, normal way that we can possibly eat. I mean, I'm a huge believer in this is the way our bodies were created to eat. You know, if anyone wants to argue that to me, whether you're a believer or a non-believer, I mean, if you're a believer, well, we came in the Garden of Eden. But even a non-believer, I mean, that is what your body was going to be drawn to first of all, is fruit. You know, you have a choice, but no one was going to say straight when they first came here on this earth, oh, that little bit of sheep looks lovely, I'm going to gnaw on its leg. No way known. Fruit is the most natural thing for anybody to eat. But I'm a huge believer in Genesis 1:29, which tells us quite clearly that the fruit and the veg is there for us to eat. And that's why it has been my long-term plan to eat this way, because I know it's the best way for my body to eat, through my own knowledge and research, of course, but definitely being, you know, thinking this way, I know it's the most natural way that we can possibly eat. I mean, look how beautiful this is. This is so succulent. You don't feel bloated afterwards. You just feel so healthy. It's, I mean, this is like eating out of the Garden of Eden. It's just absolutely beautiful. And you know, put drops wherever you want. You can put way more on there, but of course I want it to look beautiful. So here it is, absolutely divine. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment. I'm happy to get back to you. Join my raw group, Raw Vegan Fruitarians for Life. Subscribe to my channel and share.